Welcome back, disc golfers, to the round one back nine, the 2025 College Disc Golf National Championships. It's the first PDGA major of the season, and we are here for the D1 singles. All playing one round. Top 16 move on to the final nine, played on day two. My name is Chris German. We have PJ Barth in this commentary, weighed by Marshall Street. Make sure to click the link below. They weigh every disc, take a picture of every disc. Great retailer. As we look at some of the other partners here for college disc golf, this PJ, this front nine, it's been eventful. Take a look, Jaden, 0 bogeys, and everyone else, man, trying to keep their head above water. Yeah. So far, that is not happening.
It's all over the place, except Jaden, who's just holding strong, trying to chase down Jesse there. Doing a good job of it so far. Let's see if he can keep it going. Let's see if the others can get back to even.
We're going to move into hole 10, par 3, 413 feet. We see this one at USDGC. We do have hazard, short and to the left. We have OB long. If you can throw a forehand and stick right on the hillside there, it'd be a good shot, but that, I would say, happens pretty often.
Yeah, just a foot short of sticking on the edge there, having a 20-some footer, and now he's outside the circle. The death putt.
Yeah, we'll see how aggressive he's going to be after putting up a really good front nine. He's probably really feeling good about himself. As Anthony, this needs to stop or it's going to be OB by a foot. So we saw with Anthony, if you guys didn't see the front nine, I believe 5 out of the 9 holes he's missed by a foot. So he's throwing the disc pretty well, just off by a little.
One's going to be over there with Jaden. Also has a decision to make.
Our defending singles champion from last year, Benji Zorn, has been really pulling these forehands. And, he hits the sidewalk as well. And that's going to be layup territory for him.
Yeah, he seems to, him and Kolton both seem to be, fine with laying up a death putt. Jaden goes for it and ends up in the hazard.
And you could hear him. He said he felt confident. So, I mean, you can't fault him for that. I mean, when you're 6 down through 9 on this course and you're playing that well, edge of circle putt, and then now this comebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
That might have been one of those situations where after the drive, you just go, all right, I missed the hole,
Yeah. Ooh.
Sneaks it in there. You can see on his face he was a little worried that one wouldn't stick, but it does stick for him.
Great birdie there for Anthony, taking a stroke from the entire card.
And
2 from Jaden.
I think
3 from Jaden.
Yeah, 3 from Jaden.
Kolton stops the bleeding.
And Jaden sheds a little blood.
So we're going to move into hole 11, par 3, 303 feet. You guys know this one. It's the par 4. But again, this is another hole where we're going to split it into 2 holes. We're going to have 2 par 3s. This one, we do have the Mando on the right.
Anthony gets through a leaf, and he's inside of 20 feet from the basket.
Talk about pushing that ceiling, man.
Yeah.
And then Kolton basically throws it into the left side bushes, but his rock is a rock and flips over really nice. And that is a great shot that we need to see again. Ooh.
Some course maintenance there.
Yeah.
Good shot. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Benji's going to miss that Mando. He's going to proceed to the drop zone. And Jaden just throws it a little low.
Yeah. This hole and the previous hole, his nose angle was just a bit off, which he was working so well on the front nine.
It's a good run from him. He'll stop his bleeding, though, take the par, move on.
Didn't look like he was laying that one up, just kind of got away from him.
It's a good comeback there from Benji, but these bogeys just keep piling up, and a chance at this final 9 is quickly slipping through his fingers. It's Anthony grabs a birdie and gets back to even. This man has been fighting all day just to hover around even.
Yeah,
really working hard.
His last 6 holes were birdie, birdie, bogey, bogey, birdie, birdie.
No pars needed here for the highest rated player in the field.
Just a tap in here for Kolton.
Yeah, great birdie for him. All right, hole 12, second half of the par 4 we're familiar to see. Really interesting tee shot, though. You have a couple lines you could take. You can kind of throw like a turnover to the left that we're kind of going to see here with the forehand. On that left gap, there's also a really nice righty flex forehand that we're going to see on the right side as Anthony. Man, that just flattened up perfect. Scoots right into the mouth.
He might be the only one playing this hole that way.
Wow.
And it was great.
Ooh, just hoping to get a skip there, but tall grass catches him up.
Yeah, just maybe a little overturned. This one's maybe a little under. Yeah, hits the guardian trees.
Bad roll, too.
Yeah, could have snuck through. It still would have been a tough putt. But now it's a long putt.
Ooh, I do like that angle as well, the flip up, but he does catch the emergency phone pole.
Yeah. He decided to go the forehand hyzer. Ends up running that a bit long. Comebackers on this green are not easy.
Yeah, that was an interesting run as Kolton. That's a good putt right there. Splitting them trees. Finding the chains, getting another birdie. Now he's at 5 over.
Yeah. Kind of seems like him and Benji are going for it at this point. Trying to catch back up. Catches chains.
Wow. What a bid there from Jaden. Oh, Benji. Unforced strokes there.
Yeah, a little unlucky catching that pole, but that's the danger you take when you take that forehand hyzer on the left side instead of going the more direct route.
Welcome back to the 2025 College Disc Golf National Championship. We're here in Rock Hill, South Carolina at the beautiful Winthrop Lakefront, Winthrop Meadows, Camp Canaan, and Westminster Park courses. College Disc Golf brings 800 plus competitors to town to go at it and earn the title. To all the competitors on the course, we wish you the best of luck and skill. And to all of the fans at home, enjoy the show.
All right, we're moving into hole 13, par 3, 391. A familiar hole to all. Middle of the pack kind of hole here. 391 feet. We're going to see people either go left gap or right at it. Anthony goes right at it, but right out of the hand, he knew he turned it over.
Yeah, I think they had a bit of a headwind on this hole. So
yeah, there was a lot. There was baseball practice like less than 5 feet from us. There was music playing. There was a headwind. So a lot of elements here on this shot for the feature card as Kolton does well there. Puts himself well inside the circle.
None of those distractions bothered him.
And Jaden's asking for it to hit something, and it does.
Yeah,
Probably the best there. You just got to take your par, move on. It's better than finding the hazard on the right like Anthony. So this is a good shot here as well. Just a little short.
Yeah, just a little low out of the hand. Tough to commit to the height into that headwind. You don't want to fade out of bounds, or into the hazard, rather. Looks like Jaden didn't really want much of that. Looked like Anthony did, but didn't get that much.
Yeah, 50% of the field taking par here.
Oh, after such a good drive, Kolton just splashes out.
Yeah, he's got to be kicking himself for that one.
After he just made a 60-footer, too.
Yeah. He evades the turkey. It's 5 over, though.
Anthony finds himself another overstroke. Just can't stay under par.
All right, we all know this hole. Hole 14, par 3, 249 feet. And it is in that very tight position there on the left side. It's always a tough pin placement for these guys. As we're 1-for-1 OB.
Yeah, Kolton just hits the edge there. It kind of looked like maybe he was trying to play safe and pulled it a little left.
Yeah, a little too much juice as well. Good shot there from Jaden.
Yeah. Got that angle control back. Just high, not on hyzer the whole way. Stalled it out. That's probably more what Kolton was trying to do.
Yeah, that's the traditional bailout line that we are going to see from a lot of players.
Kind of a tough lefty forehand hole, but it looks like he could ring it up. No, just trickles out of bounds again. He didn't even throw a driver, and it took a bit of a skip there.
Yeah, another foot OB. Kolton's going to find an OB for the second time this hole. So that is not good. He is going to the next drop zone, and he's got a long putt for double.
Anthony's playing with fire again, and
oh, jeez. I think he's just trying to ring it up, PJ.
Yeah, I think he is. Just a layup from Kolton.
Wow.
He gets one.
Shaking his head in disbelief.
He finally got a long putt up in the air, gets it all the way there, right on line. Bang! Dead center.
And he saves the double. He's not looking at a triple, but boy, that's tough. Too large here. Not a lot of holes left. And some of the holes are pretty tough as well, so we will see if Anselmo... Oh, no.
Oh. That's a pretty short miss. It wasn't a gimme by any means, but...
Yeah, Jaden's really slowing down here on this back nine. Just taking the double and then just a bunch of pars.
But he does avoid what happened to Anthony and Kolton. So he could play safe and finish 4 under, most likely. It's not too hard to play safe on this course. It's just hard to play safe and also score birdies.
As Kolton, the wheels have fallen off there with that triple. Deep hole for him. So we're going to move into hole 15, the hardest hole on the course. This one, par 4, 647 feet. It's traditionally the USDGC finishing hole. It's Jaden. That goose was hanging out on that tee pad for quite a minute. And he came over. It's like, all right, man, we need to play through, pace of play. As Jaden gives this a good rip as it gets up the hill. That's a great spot to be.
Yeah, nice sit right there. Kind of hit that flat spot where it landed, so didn't tempt the roll away too much. Same with Benji. Getting pretty far up there on the flat. Headed towards the hazard again.
Faded last minute there. Hits the hillside.
Yeah.
Keeps him in bounds.
You can hear the wind a bit here. Not the easiest shots. And Kolton just got it a little high. Faded out of bounds.
Yeah, and we see that even from the elite pros, as this needs to get down. And I think he stayed.
Yeah, it gets over the edge.
No OB graphics, so.
Yeah. There's some logs down there.
Yeah, as you can see from the storm last year, a lot of trees are missing there from that green. And things are just getting worse and worse here for Benji. And I would say unless he maybe gets an ace and rattles off an eagle and some birdies, he's not looking like he's going to make that cut.
No,
So we're going to probably see a new champion this year.
Get left. No, don't hit the camera.
that one just didn't have the fade, maybe too fast of a disc.
It's funny he was saying don't hit the camera, but he probably wanted to hit the camera because then it would have kept him in bounds.
Yeah.
Good layup there from Benji. He's going to have a tap in. Unfortunately, not for birdie or par, but
Jaden kind of fluffs that a little bit, but still about 20 feet. We're inside of that. And so is Anthony. He sat down very quickly.
yeah, you traditionally don't see people really sit too often on this green. And he
Yeah.
capitalizes. He's going to grab another birdie, and he's trying to get back down to even.
Oh. Dead center. Pops right back out. Good pace, too. He didn't putt that hard.
Yeah, that one's tough to swallow.
Just kind of spread the chains, hit the pole dead on. Got the nose down. What else can you do? Putt from a knee?
Yeah, seriously. Oh, man.
I love it, right?
And Anselmo just keeps gaining strokes on this card on some of these holes. It's like a lot of strokes. Hey everyone, Chris here, and I just want to personally thank everyone for tuning in to the 2025 Collegiate Disc Golf National Championships. This is the first major of the 2025 season, and I also want to thank all of our Patreon members that we've had over the years. Thank you so much for showing us support, helping us keep our lights on, helping pay our subscriptions. We are a pretty small media team with Derek and I being co-founders and only a couple subcontractors. It's a lot of work for us to really keep the content going. We have a mountain of work in front of us. We'd love to be able to hire some contractors to help push through some of that stuff and give you guys a lot of exclusive content here on Patreon. So if you're interested, head to the link below, check out our Patreon account. You could sign up starting at $1 a month or free if you wanted. Everything helps. We greatly appreciate it. We can't wait for this season. We have plenty of content coming to you, both new and old. We're excited. All right, moving into hole 16, 283 feet. We have 2 mandos that you got to make. Miss that log there at the end. Put yourself in the circle. Try to get yourself a birdie. As this was online. Great shot there from Anthony.
Yeah, lefty forehand, kind of ideal for this hole.
Yeah, we're going to see that again. Flips up nice. Just a little bit of turn at the end. Fades right there, just outside the bullseye.
Yeah, just one of those base plastic harps.
So I do want to mention on the last hole, saying it was the hardest hole, came in 1.13, so more than a stroke over par. Was by far the hardest hole. Only 10 birdies by the entire field. So shout out to everyone that grabbed the birdie there on hole 15.
Yeah, Benji kicking off to the right, Kolton hitting the log, as many do.
This needs to sit here for Jaden, and it's gonna.
Finds that tree. It's got about the same putt, but uphill this time. Nice job from Benji there, matching the hillside, sticking right down by the basket.
Oh, Kolton almost had himself another highlight.
Yeah, he's been all over the basket from far away.
Good bounce back there.
Thanks.
Way to erase at least one of those strokes from the last hole.
Anthony keeping it going. You know,
Yeah, he's back at the surface.
Yeah. 2 holes left. The last hole is eagleable. You know, he could find his way down to 3 under par.
Yeah, so at this point, everyone else is kind of coming in, and we're seeing that the cut line is 2 under at this point. So a bunch of people tied at 2 under, and that's really what Anthony's going for here. So he's going to need, like you said, either an eagle, 2 birdies. It's hole 17, 409 feet, par 3, uphill. Similar to hole 2 at USDGC, just shortened a little bit, made into a par 3 for these guys. And this is a very tough par 3 to get.
Oh. Hits the first tree. Means if he makes the cut, he's either going to have to throw this in or eagle the next hole. Jaden definitely has the power to get there.
There is OB on the right, and you have the path on the parking lot on the left. Is that?
Just
Let's find some Velcro.
Yeah, Velcro grass right there. It looked good. The angle looked good.
This is moving too far left. This needs to stop.
He needed that Velcro grass.
Yeah, right?
Honestly, you know, he Velcros right there. That's 45, 50 footer.
Kolton turns this over, hits off the fence, keeps him in bounds.
Kind of similar to Benji's shot on the front 9. Just hitting the thickest part of the rough to end up in bounds.
Anthony putting himself circle's edge. And that's going to be a tough putt for par. It means Elias. Whoa!
He does it again.
Jeez. Kolton's score does not reflect how fun this round's been watching him. He has been putting up some great highlights, some really good shots. Add that one to the real guy. Jaden trying to grab the birdie.
Yeah, and at this point, he knows that 4 under is what he needs to make the lead card. So he was probably feeling pretty bad about that one. As Benji also drains one from far away, saving the par.
Yeah, circle 3 for him. Not in circle 3. The scorecard's a circle 3. Just to clarify that. But like I said, this is a very, very challenging hole in terms of grabbing the birdie, as we only saw 8 birdies the entire day, as this came in a half a stroke over par.
Anthony keeps his chances alive of making the final 9.
Yeah, good par save from him, especially after hitting first available. Jaden just knowing that he just needs to not take a bogey here, and he'll at least make the cut. But he's going for that lead card action.
Yeah.
We move into the final hole here. Round 1 here of this singles match. Hole 18, par 5, 747 feet. Easiest hole on the course. Eagles have been grabbed so far today.
Looks like Kolton just left that a little inside. Ends up in the out of bounds.
Oh, no. Yeah, you really want to get to the left. So if you push it too far straight and you end up too far right, you just get pinched off on your second shot, at least for the eagle.
Yeah, it seemed like that's what Kolton was going for, and just got maybe not enough flip up, maybe just an early release. Anthony lands in a great spot in the middle there.
And Jaden said, oh, you landed in a great spot. I'm going to do one better. Put it in a prime spot. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that unless you're actually down in the ditch. So he's going to have a look for, or a chance for eagle, I should say, if he executes his second shot.
And Benji landing pretty close to Anthony.
Yeah, he might have a little bit of a better angle being a little more to the left.
Oh, Kolton's disc just flips up a little much. Maybe, you know, if he hits the gap there, that flip up would have been nice.
This needs a good flare skip, and he gets one. Benji, chance for eagle. Be a good way to finish his D1 singles showing here. And the cool thing is from this round 1 singles, they do average out everyone from your team, and that is the round 1 of the team play. So it does set the pace for the team play that we will see the later half of this tournament.
Yeah, every stroke here matters for your team.
Anthony tries to do the forehand roller, and it's just a little too flippy, and I don't know if he's going to have eagle. We have to see if he has an actual window to be able to actually putt through.
Yeah, and Jaden just hits the hillside there, doesn't get the skip. And then Kolton gets too much of a skip.
Good roll, though.
Yeah, he's kind of got to look if he wants it. Doesn't look like a layup from Jaden. Just pushes it a little long into the trees to the left of the basket there.
Anthony needing to throw this in. But when we were there, he wasn't even talking about throwing that in for eagle. He was looking for the birdie because he knows how important, like you said, every stroke matters. And in the end, you want to win for your team.
Yeah, and at that point it was unlikely that he'd make up all the strokes to win the singles event, even if he made the final day.
Exactly. Jaden, though, catches. Woo! High right side.
And he needed that to make the lead card for the final 9, so he's happy.
Yeah, I hope he gave a Ric Flair woo like me, because I'm stoked to see him for this final 9. As Kolton, like I said, tough round, but man, he had some great highlights. Good showing from him.
Anthony, he does end up under par for the round.
Wow, what a round. I mean, 5 or 6 holes, 5 or 6 feet, you're 5 or 6 under. So I have a feeling we might be seeing him on the team rounds later in this tournament if UNC is able to string together some good rounds from their singles here.
And a good birdie for Benji to finish off.
So that's going to finish up round 1 here for the D1 singles at the 2025 College Disc Golf National Championships. Jaden Rye, the man of our card, is able to make it to the final 9, as well as lead card coverage. So we are going to see him second round. It's Jesse Longnecker, the 9 down. So we actually had 22 competitors make this final 9 with all these 2 downs tied up. But shout out Jesse Longnecker from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, actually where Gatekeeper is based out of. So it's really cool to see a hometown local there at the top of the leaderboard. So thank you to all the sponsors here, College Disc Golf National Championships, all of our Patreon members for making this possible. Make sure to go subscribe. Check out all of our links in the description. For PJ Barth, my name is Chris German. See you on the final 9, D1 singles.